Knows our Gary Velasquez down at the Warrior Flight Team booth, which is all the way down at the left side of the field here. Go down and talk to Gary, and Gary will show you some great merchandise and tell you about the Warrior Flight Team, the Wings of Opportunity. This is all a charity, isn't it, Dane? Before we get started here.
It is all a charity. Our aircraft, if you look off to the right-hand side, are getting airborne right now.
Now that's Mark Burgess up there in the lead jet. His F-14 is still in the Smithsonian.
That's right. The lead pilot there is Crunchy Burgess. His F-14, he was the F-14 demo pilot for the Navy for several years. And at the Smithsonian Museum just outside of Washington, D.C., I believe it's called
the Udvar Hazy Center.
Yes. His name is on the side of the F-14 there in the Smithsonian Museum.
Mark also was a cover model for a while. He had a photo shoot on the deck of an F-14 in a rubber pool.
Yes.
I'm not kidding you about that.
Several years ago,
mercilessly about that.
He had the tucked in between all the F-14s, was he and some other people in a
swimming pool on an aircraft carrier.
Yes, very famous.
Great guy. And who's he flying with today?
He's flying with Bill Mills. His call sign's Pirate. We're going to talk more about them here in a second. They're getting set up behind the crowd right now. In front of this runway show center for you in just a second. One off to the left and one off to the right, folks. They're going to cross right in front of you at Show Center. If you look to the right side, ladies and gentlemen, pulling up into the vertical is the second pilot we talked about, Bill Pirate Mills. Built in 1986, United States Naval Academy graduate. He has distinction of being the first pilot out of pilot training in the United States Navy to be selected to fly the F-18 Hornet. He did 2 fleet tours with the privateers, and he's been awarded the honor of being top hook for superior aircraft carrier landing. He is a Top Gun graduate, and he flew combat sorties in Operation Desert Storm and Provide Comfort. He has over 3,300 hours in the F-18 Hornet. Coming from the left, the first pilot we talked about today, Lieutenant Commander Mark Crunchy Burgess. He's a 1990 United States Naval Academy graduate. He was on their Wings of Gold parachute team while he was there. Crunchy spent his entire career flying the F-14 Tomcat, made famous in the movie Top Gun. In the year 2000, 2001, he was the United States Navy's Tomcat demonstration pilot. Following that, he flew combat sorties in Afghanistan and Iraq in support of operations enduring in Iraqi freedom. He has over 3,600 hours of total flying time, with 2,300 of those in the F-14, and he has over 256 combat hours and 530 aircraft carrier landings. The maneuver you see him do right now is called a Cuban 8. Crunchy mixes it up a little bit and puts some rolls in the middle. So he's on the back half of that Cuban 8, and he's going to roll that aircraft all the way down, do an aileron rolls. Coming from the right side again is Bill Pirate Mills. He's got his smoke on. He's going to perform a nice barrel roll right in front of the crowd here for you. Coming from the left again is Crunchy. Crunchy's aircraft today is painted up in the color scheme of Bandy 1. This black paint job is dedicated to the Navy's VX-9 test squadron. Known as Bandy 1, this paint scheme and the bunny tail insignia honors the men and women of the test community and their incredible contributions to naval aviation. This squadron, based in Naval Air Weapons Station China Lake, tests and evaluates operational weapon systems for the United States Navy. Gonna bring Pinch in here to talk about our charity, Warrior Aviation.
Hello, Pack River. Warrior Flight Team is a 501c3 nonprofit organization comprised of all volunteers headquartered in St. Michael, Maryland. Our airshow team performs across the U.S., raising awareness of the Warrior Flight Team's goal, which is staff today is honored for their service and receives career opportunities through our Wings of Opportunity program. With this program and the support of our sponsors, we were able to offer life-changing career scholarships to America's veterans. These scholarships allow these brave men and women to pursue their long-held dreams in aviation. We could not provide these opportunities to our veterans without the generous support of our sponsors from Alpha Industries.
Coming from the right-hand side, they've rejoined, and now you're going to see the second portion of our act, which is the formation flying. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what the United States Naval Aviators, Air Force pilots, Marine Corps pilots do every day. Very seldom will an aircraft go out solo in the United States military. It's all about mutual support, and this is how they do it. What you see in front of you is called a section. This is a combat spread formation. These maneuvers are intended to position the formation in each aircraft in a proper place to use radar and visual lookout, as well as to employ the weapons if needed. The turns they're performing in front of you are tactical turns, cross turns, in-place turns, and shackles. Each maneuver is designed to help each pilot visually and electronically clear around all the different threats that the two of them could experience out there. So it's all about working together. And those are the radio calls coming from the aircraft as they call out the different turns. In the colors of Bill Pirate Mill's old squadron, the Gladiators. However, that aircraft is down for routine maintenance right now, so the aircraft we have in front of you is being loaned to us from Art Nalls and his wife, Pat. They're doing a great job helping us out to be able to finish this demonstration for you today. The next thing you're going to see is what we're here for today. It's the dogfight between these two naval aviators. One an F-14 pilot, one an F-18 pilot, both in similar aircraft. They're going to duke it out right in front of you. Let's go into the cockpit and see if we can talk to them. Warrior Flight, show center.
Good morning, or good afternoon, Patuxent River. What I'm going to say, Bill and I are up here having a great time. I want to show you guys a little air combat maneuvering, a little contest between the Tomcat guy and the Hornet guy, who the better fighter pilot is. Back a little air combat maneuvering. Let's roll this town. Here, let's go. Set it up. Take the cut. Cut away. Give a big round of applause for our announcers there. Dave Nielsen and the voice of radio, Matt Jolly. Turn it in. Let's go. Turn it in. Set it up. Right to right. Right to right. Visual.
With that call, ladies and gentlemen, fight's on. That means the fight has begun. What you see here is the first turn, a circle fight with a floating turn. What we have is called a one-circle fight. Each of these aircraft has just traced the same hole in the sky in a circle, trying to catch one another. Both pilots were about the same there, so it didn't work out. So now we're going from that to what's called a two-circle fight. While the two pilots each struggle to gain an advantage, it means each aircraft is carving out individual circles in the sky with the circles opposite of one another. Each pilot trying to gain the maneuver and gain the advantage over the other one. Whichever pilot can max perform his or her aircraft and get the nose pointed at the adversary faster usually wins. This is called a nose-to-tail or an energy fight, with each aircraft, each pilot trying to maximize their energy state of their airplane to outperform the other. Going into the vertical right there with Bill behind and Bill Pirate Mills trying to catch up. Whichever airplane comes down first is probably going to lose. point is routinely looking at his speed, his altitude, aircraft position, weapon, navigation, radar work, and trying to outperform the other pilot in his aircraft. Looks like Crunchy came down first with Bill hot on his tails. Pirate Mills, former F-18 pilot, chasing that F-14 pilot. As you can see now, it's completely changed again. What we've got now is called a rolling scissors. Each aircraft kind of rolling on top of one another. Each pilot tries to gain the advantage over the other pilot. And there it is, folks. Our F-14 pilot wins the day over the F-18 pilot. Crunchy beats Pirate. I have no doubt Pirate will be back again at our next air show, and maybe he'll pull it off that time. I'm sure they will not forget the loss. Get your cameras out, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do a pass for you here, a banana pass right across show center with the two aircraft in tight formation with the smoke on. And then they're going to pull in and do a couple of simulated aircraft carrier landings for you. Vince, let's talk about the charity one more time.
Thanks, Dane. And please let me thank Clay and his entire team for having us out here today. It's always a pleasure to be here. And let me encourage everyone to stop by our booth to learn about the Warrior Flight Team. If you or someone else you know is a veteran interested in an aviation-based career, we'd like to meet you and let you know what we offer as a charity. Because although we may look and act like a regular air show team, we are, at our very foundation, a charity dedicated to bettering the lives of the men and the women who sacrifice so much for our nation. You can find our booth to the very far left of the flight line down by the hot box. And make sure to look for us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at the Warrior Flight Team. And from the left, Pirate and Crunchy. These two L-39 aircraft come from the Czech Republic. I like to tell everybody that when the Soviet Union fell apart and all those former countries found out what capitalism was like, they loved to start selling everything they could, so they started selling those jets. The L-39 is the world's most popular jet trainer with over 3,000 built and used by over 30 countries worldwide. And there are a number of countries that still use that as a primary frontline strike fighter aircraft. In the United States, there are more than 300 privately owned L-39s that are flown a number of ways just like ours. And from the right, another photo pass of Crunchy and Pirate in Vandy 1.
Coming up the runway here, we're going to have a little pitch out. And there's Pirate pitching out in his L-39, the one loaned to us today by Nalls Aviation. You'll be seeing him later today in his gorgeous Sea Harrier, putting on an incredible demonstration. Crunchy peels off high to the left. Pirate goes over there to the far side. This is exactly what they do coming back into the ship every day on the aircraft carrier. They come over the deck, pitch out of that initial roll over the deck, dirty up the airplane, get slow, and land on that pitch and carrier deck. The former Air Force pilot, I had nice big long runways to land on. Life was good. The naval aviators, they have to land on that deck every time they come back to the ship, and that's just as challenging as anything you'll do in aviation. In this aircraft, you fly with the speed brakes out on final to keep the engine powered up. And then when you need to go around, you just retract those speed brakes, add power, raise the gear, and off you go. So right now, he'd be coming around the right-hand side there in that right-hand turn to line up with the ship. He's got the smoke on for you. coming across the top is crunchy going into the vertical as Bill pulls the power up, retracts those speed brakes. Gear coming into the well. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 aircraft are going to rejoin up now and head over to call this performance finished. It's been a fantastic opportunity to be with you here today at Patuxent River. The weather has been beautiful, the crowd's been fantastic. We are very appreciative of Patuxent River, very appreciative of one of our main sponsors, Alpha Industries, and we look forward to seeing you again. We are the Warrior Flight Team with our show Fights On.
Well, Mr. Dave Nielsen, thank you so much, good sir, for coming out here. Pat Marsh and Pitch, thank you. Nice job. All right, folks, the Warrior Flight Team showing us how it's done there. A great job as always. I actually used to announce for Pat back in the day. Fun times. I want to tell you, big thank you to our friends at Harris Corporation.
What's going on, guys?
Harris Corp, a proud partner of naval aviation. Harris, mission critical, proven success. Promotion to orbit and everywhere in between. Harris Solutions. Connect, inform, and protect the world. To learn more, visit them online at harris.com. Also, Lockheed Martin.
What's up, kiddos?
Proud sponsor this air show and proud to support all the men and women serving in uniform, especially the Marines, Navy personnel and their families here today. Thank you for your service. You know, whether it's a 5th generation fighter, the most advanced Navy ships, or the most innovative and combat-ready helicopters, they're engineering a better tomorrow. Lockheed Martin,
You go, my man.
they never forget who they're working for. Thank you, Lockheed Martin, as well as our friends at USAA. Thank you. And still to come today, the main event. Clements Cooling, Manfred Radius in the sail plate. Scott Francis back with his full demonstration. Your United States Navy F-18 Hornet demonstration team is here to fly for you. Plus the Black Daggers and the Patriots parachute team will be here. And then Art Nalls and the privately owned Sea Harrier. The jump jet will be flying, and then finally, the F-22 Raptor. Courtesy of the United States Air Force will be here with a P-51 Mustang, the North American Mustang, as part of Heritage Flight. Going to be a lot of fun today. We do encourage you to stick around and watch this. Take lots of pictures, post them online, and share them with us. We'd love to see them. If you have a question for me in the narrator stand, simply send us a message, facebook.com/airshow by request. We'll be back here in just a few more moments with Clements Cooling, better known as Chef Pitts. So we've been joking about this all day today. Boots, you know how you go from being a professional chef to being an air show